Yeah, let's start with an assessment of that game today. What's kind of your overarching feelings?
Yeah, it was a good test. Not a perfect one because I think we conceded a serious injury with Jonathan Tompkinson. But apart from this situation, where I hope it is not too serious, I think it was a good test. We had to work hard. Defensively, in the one or other moment, we had some issues to solve, which they've done great. Offensively, we had some good situations, especially at the beginning, which we unfortunately not used. I think it was another step. From my point of view, I really liked how the players invested. I think you were able to see that they started to get a little bit heavy legs after those days now. Overall, it was a great 4 days here in Germany with 2 very good tests. I think the stadium and the occasion speaks for itself, so we had 2 proper tests here.
I was going to ask you about Jonathan Tompkinson. What does that look like as an early kind of diagnosis, if you can, at this stage? Does it? I mean, you said serious there. Is that how it looks at the minute?
Yeah, it looks like a serious ankle ligament injury. We have to make further investigations. So this is obviously anything but great. This is why it's even more important that obviously next week Milot and Max Aarons will be back. I'm very happy that they're back in training next week. And if everything goes to plan, they go with us then to Austria. Obviously, everybody knows that there's interest, but if nobody meets our expectations, I'm the head coach. I like to have and I love to have the best players around me. So this is why I'm quite happy that they will be back next week.
And on those 2 specifically, I mean, you've kind of mentioned there, where are we at with the interest? Has there been any kind of formal offers that you know of at this stage?
Yeah, there's to be fair, there's a lot of interest. But as I said, the good thing is, I said this before and everybody knows it, we don't have to sell. So if the offers not meet our expectations, then I gave a clear statement. I like to keep the best players around the group because we have big targets next season. If it's financially right, then obviously I'm more than open to discuss and to respect it. But if not, I'm, as I said, the head coach, and I like to have the best players in our group, and this is what we at the minute have, and hopefully it will be the case in the future as well. If not, then the offer was right. But if it is not right, this is a good situation which we have. We don't have to sell. Then I have great players, a few more great players in our squad.
And with Max Aarons, you know the type of character he is. He'll come into this group, he won't complain, he won't mind, he'll get on with it. That's a testament to his professionalism, isn't it? And the way that he conducts himself as a professional.
Yeah, he's a top guy, top professional, top player as well, so we don't have to discuss this. He will always invest everything for this football club. I know this, and everybody knows this. And this is why, as I said, I'm absolutely happy if they are part of our team.
We've obviously spoken a lot about the wide areas, I think, throughout pre-season and probably towards the end of last season as well. Do you still feel you need a bit more creativity in this squad at the moment? Is that an assessment that you've drawn from this trip and pre-season so far?
At the end of the day, I said this before, this is an area where I like to strengthen our squad. Unfortunately, with the injury of Bocha, he was not able to do what he started with us to do in the first couple of training sessions. Like always, sometimes there are some players who impress even in the wide areas. To be fair, what Tony Springett has done in this 5 days here or 2 games in Germany looked very good. I like what I've seen today from Callum Fisher as well. So there is a very interesting talent which grows up. But obviously there were the one or other performance where I've seen that they struggled. So now it's the question: is it because of tiredness, or they can't adapt to the expectations which we have? We have now half term, if it makes sense, half term of the pre-season. We have some 3 further weeks to go, and obviously at the end of the pre-season I have to make my decisions, and I will do.
How does it work from here? I mean, you say you're halfway through pre-season. Do we still see those double sessions, triple sessions that you've had so far? Do they continue for the second half? Is there a bit more focus on football and easing the load? I mean, you're smiling, so I'm guessing that's probably not going to be the case. It's still going to be hard work for the players.
Yeah, half term doesn't mean it's done. No, it will continue. no triple session any longer. This is what I can say, but we will have double sessions, a lot of double sessions in the next weeks. We will have some 3 further good tests as well. And I love and I like to challenge ourselves against good opponents, like we've done here in Germany, where we really have to fight to keep clean sheets, where we really have to make sure that we focus and concentrate from the first till the final whistle to look defensively solid, what we've done, and where we have to make sure that we have to use our chances, and which is quite hard to create some of them. So if you like to win. So today obviously we haven't used our chances, we didn't create so many as well, but defensively we would look strong, and I think this commitment which the players have shown and this atmosphere which they've created in the last 3 weeks, especially here in the last days, makes me looking forward very, very positive. And as I said, 3 further weeks of pre-season, still a lot of work to do, and I'm really looking forward to it.
How do you assess this trip of Germany? Have you got everything out of it that you would have liked to have got out of it from I guess a training perspective, and also the two games that you've had over here?
Yeah, absolutely. Apart from this injury of Jonathan, it was fantastic. Great setup, 2 good games in great occasions as well. Proper tests against teams which really challenged us. Hotel was good, training pitches good, the distances great in between trainings pitch and hotel, or in between these 2 destinations as well. Darmstadt, Kaiserslautern is 1 hour 15, not too far away. So it was a very good setup, very important 4 days for us, 2 very important games. Now we fly back tonight and then off on Sunday, and then we see us again on Tuesday for the last 3 weeks of pre-season.
And I remember you saying towards the end of last season that you wanted to kind of tighten up the defence. You felt there were too many individual errors. You've come over here, you've not conceded a goal in the 2 games. It's pre-season, I know, but are you seeing the sort of structure that you want defensively from your team? Have you seen an improvement in that area?
Yeah, I can say we are working on it, and I've seen a lot of bits where it looked like exactly what we've spoken about. Obviously there's still work to do, and you need training, you need games to find this harmony in between the players as well, and luckily at the minute we have good competitions on these positions as well. So every clean sheet gives you confidence in your defense capability, and this is what the players start to grow and start to develop, and where they really have the desire to keep the ball out of the net. And this is exactly what it's all about in football, because this means you only need 1 goal to win. And obviously offensively, last game we had some more better patterns. As I said today, I think we looked in a few situations quite tired. What I respect, we never looked only after the pre-season games. We looked after our workload in the training sessions, and this is why this happened. So all in all, as I said, it was a good test.
Just a final couple from me. Obviously Alkmaar is the next test for you guys. They got deep into a European competition. Are you expecting to see another step up in terms of tests that they can offer you?
Yeah, I'm quite sure. So we play them in the Netherlands as well. I expect that we have to work a lot defensively to keep our shape, to keep them away from our goal, and hopefully we will be able to create some further opportunities as well. It's a top European team which we now face. Obviously pre-season is always pre-season. We have to see how far they are, how far we are, but I hope that this test will give us the chance for further step, yes, of course.
And just finally, we've spoken a little bit about the players who maybe there is interest in. I've got to ask you the question about potentially any incomings. Are you expecting a quiet few days over, well, I guess between now and that friendly against Alkmaar?
We will see. I will never rule out that maybe someone comes into the building before we go to Austria, to our camp, but we will see. Now, first of all, I'm very happy with the players which I have. As I said, I'm very happy that 2 quality players will join us at the end of the next week before we go to Austria. And anything what will maybe change what we have at the minute will only be for the beneficial of our football club. Thank you.